The A&T campus had been marked by unrest the entire school year. So many issues and controversies, both locally and nationally, had angered our student body. When student government elections at Dudley High School revealed yet another clear-cut case of racism and institutional discrimination, many A&T students were eager to get involved. As protests began in mid-May at Dudley, the situation quickly became tense. When 400 A&T students marched on Dudley to show their support, the situation escalated, with police firing tear gas and a carload of young white people firing shots on the A&T campus. With active shooting now taking place on campus involving the police, hundreds of National Guardsmen were sent to A&T. On May 22nd, 2 students were shot, including A&T sophomore Willie Grimes, who died a short time later at Moses Cone Hospital. His funeral was later attended by more than 2,000 people.
Announcement came out that we have to leave, so we were ordered to go down, march eastward past the tennis court toward the buses. So as we left out of the dormitory, they also ordered, not everyone, but about 2 or 3 of us to get on the ground and crawl toward the bus. All of a sudden we heard some shots fire, and then we heard bullets spinning in the air right above our head.
We beat Delaware State 5-3. We got on the bus, and Coach Groom's kids said, listen, there's complete chaos on the campus. The campus is being shut down. Came back to Greensboro, and we got to Bimbo and Market. And that's where the National Guard stopped us. They had tanks, troop carriers, and they had the National Guard there guarding the entrance to the campus. Finally, they let us on campus. We were escorted by a National Guard. There was 1 National Guard person to every 2 students. And the thing that I remember was the smell. I had never smelled anything like that smell. It was a mixture of diesel fuel, which was from the troop carriers in the tank, tear gas, which had been used to throw on the campus, and gunpowder.
As the dorm director, I was called by the administration and told to put the dorm on complete lockdown. I was not to let any of the girls out, and I was not to let anyone in. As we heard the screams and the cries of the male students, and they began banging on the door to ask to be let in, the girls opened the doors and let them in. That went on for the rest of the night. It was a terrifying situation to hear bullets being fired, to smell tear gas all night, and to hear folk trying to get into the dorm. My own husband, who was my boyfriend at that time, had come to visit me, and I watched him crawl across Holland Bowl to his car.
By May 25th, the uprising was declared over. University leaders scrambled to restore order, rescheduling the canceled commencement ceremony. But for many graduating students, there would be no commencement. Others found what should have been a day of celebration to be a faint shadow of what might have been.
I got home, and then we got the call saying that we could come back. He said, hell no, you're not going back there until things calm down.
After the governor sent the National Guard troops on the campus with tanks, and after they literally attacked Scott Hall and riddled it with bullets, the administration knew things were out of control. Chaos had descended upon the campus, and the only thing they knew to do was to tell us to all go home.
Despite the hardships that the members of the class of 1969 endured, the greater point is they did endure, refusing to allow the horrors of May 1969 to define them. Many went on to great accomplishments in their chosen professions, living lives of leadership and meaning. In the very best tradition of our university, they personified resilience and a determination to live their best lives. Because has always been the case at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, that's what Aggies do.